the projections for benefits have been shot through completely because they're so tiny. When you look at the fine print that says this is after 10 years, that's not in the executive summary of the projections, but even the European Commission doesn't talk about those benefits. So that's sort of like hangover from the past, that benefits. I think you really need to look where's the evidence for any benefits. For instance, half the benefits are supposed to come for the car industry. Right? I don't know if you realise that, but 80% of the benefits are supposed to come from regulatory cooperation, and nearly half of those are supposed to come for the car industry. So, but the same amount and the same ratio is supposed to benefit the US. So when you talk about like, it's going to really boost UK or EU auto exports, the same thing's going to happen in imports. Now, there's a pretty common sense thing there to look at. And the assurance is that it will come back to Parliament. Well, this is from BIS. This is from the Department of BIS. This was in relation to CETA, but it will be the same thing. That 98% of the agreement is Commission competence, and they can go ahead with 98% of it, including ISDS, the minute that the European Parliament gives consent. So way before it comes to the Parliament here. So that's your parliamentary must approve. This agreement is not trade, so you don't need to be on the defensive with that. And about the EU being good for workers, that's also in the past. If you look at the ECJ decisions, the European Court of Justice decisions on workers over the last few years, it's right against workers.